Welcome to all of you for this next lecture of pressure vessels. Myself, Dr. A. J. Kulkarni from SK Singh Institute, Department of Mechanical Engineering. In previous lectures of pressure vessels, we have studied the classification of pressure vessel as per IS code and materials required for the pressure vessels. Similarly, in introductory part of the design process, that is also studied. And in coming this lecture, we are going to concentrate on the supports for the pressure vessels. For pressure vessel support, that is very important part, as the supports are used to bear all the loads of the pressure vessel, earthquake and wind loads. So whenever the height of the pressure vessel is large, in that case the wind load is one of the term associated with the pressure vessel. Then its gravity is one of the part, and some amount of seismic or earthquake type of waves that will have to bear for this large support. Then there are different types of supports which are used depending upon the size and orientation of the pressure vessels. So previously we have seen that the size and orientation of the pressure vessels are different. Maybe smaller, larger, medium and larger size of the pressure vessels, and maybe as per the initial introductory part we have seen that horizontal type of pressure vessels, vertical type of pressure vessels, etc. From based on that orientation of the pressure vessels, that part is considered in case of giving the supports to the pressure vessels. It is considered to be non-pressurized part of the pressure vessel. Then in general, the type of supports which are used in case of pressure vessels, inside which bracket or leg support, saddle support, skirt support. So lug support is also one type of support. So here bracket or lug support and leg support is different. So here bracket or lug support, that part we will study initially. So vertical pressure vessels may also be supported by lugs. So if this particular construction we will see in case of pressure vessels, already we are familiar with the vertical type and horizontal type of pressure vessels, and inside which this particular example is of vertical pressure vessel. When height is larger as compared to diameter, then this is category of the vertical type of pressure vessels. So in order to give the support to such a kind of pressure vessels like this, if we observe this particular figure, then it will be easy to get the concept of this lug support. So this kind of lugs we can observe here. So this kind of lugs are provided here, and whatever the support given, so support will be given from base to these lugs. So like this particular lugs will take this support from ground, and these are the extended portions from the particular vessels. Is it okay? So lug portion we can observe here. So this particular pressure vessel is here, the lugs are provided. So on its sides at certain height, the lugs are provided, and the vertical pressure vessels may also supported by lugs. The use of lugs is typically limited to pressure vessels small and medium diameter. So when diameter is small and height is large. So in general, when diameter is 1 to 10 feet, in that case this particular lug support is preferred. Then for moderate height to diameter ratios in the ratio of 2:1 to 5:1, means if height is 5 times the diameter or if height is 2 times the diameter, in the range 2 times to the diameter up to 5 times to the diameter, in that case these lug supports are generally preferred. Means it may happen that if suppose this diameter and height ratio, if you take height ratio lesser than 2, then in that case there is not necessity of such a kind of support. Is it okay? But from 2:1 to 5:1, in that particular range of height to diameter ratio, the lug supports are used. The lugs are typically bolted to the horizontal structural member in order to provide stability against overturning the load. So here like this, these kind of lugs are provided to the body of this pressure vessel, and these are bolted to this structure. So here these are bolted to this structure. So here we can understand the concept of lug, and this particular supports given to the lug will be considered as lug support. And then second concept is about the leg support. So there is difference between lug and leg support. We can understand here this leg. So see here, this kind of legs are provided here. This is particular vertical pressure vessel. So lug support as well as leg support, both are provided to the vertical type of pressure vessels. So maximum sail length to diameter ratio for small vertical drum is about 5:1. So that already we have seen the vertical drum. So this kind of legs are provided here. You can observe here, these are the legs provided. Okay, so that is the difference between leg and lug. We can see here, these are the legs provided to the pressure vessel, and this particular total pressure vessel takes support of these legs in order to bear the load. So this is vertical pressure vessel and these are the legs. Is it okay? So this concept we can understand, lug support and leg support. Here we may see this various parts of this pressure vessel, head, shell, nozzle, etc., and this is the leg type of supports. And then next one is the saddle support. Now in order to understand this saddle support, let us see initially this particular pressure vessel. This is a horizontal type of pressure vessel. In case of horizontal type of pressure vessels, so like this saddle kind of provision is made. So like we can see here, this saddle, this type of arrangement is considered to be saddle. This is plate type of saddle support. Is it okay? And on that particular saddle support, this particular pressure vessel rests. So two kind of such a pressure vessel supports are provided. Likewise here we can see this is one support, this is another support, and this particular portion is one cylindrical type of portion, horizontal cylindrical portion like a portion of this pressure vessel, out of which one end rests on this shape, another end also rests on similar shape. So here we can observe this type of support which is provided in this is a diametrical diagram, and this particular picture where the saddle support, this concept we can understand. Is it okay? So here we can observe these are the supports, legs, support type of legs are provided here, and this partial cylindrical portion which is present here, and this partial cylindrical portion is supported with the help of this kind of arrangement, and this horizontal type of cylinder is present here in order to give the pressure to this horizontal cylindrical portion. This kind of two supports which are considered to be saddle supports. Likewise this is one, this is two types of supports which are provided here. We can clear the concept of saddle support. So horizontal drums are typically supported at two locations by saddle supports. It spreads over a large area of shell to prevent an excessive local stresses in the shell at support points. So it spreads over large area of shell to prevent an excessive local stress in the shell at support point. Then one saddle support is anchored, whereas other is free to permit to overstrained longitudinal thermal expansion of the drum. So that is very important point in case of this saddle support. Means suppose this particular part is fixed here, then here this particular pressure vessel, horizontal pressure vessel, is allowed to expand in the longitudinal direction like this, in this direction. So both the supports are not totally rigid, but out of which one is rigid and another is flexible to move this particular motion or expansion of that cylindrical pressure vessel, because at high temperature expansion may happen, and in that case this particular support will give only vertical support, but in horizontal direction, likewise, if this particular pressure vessel rests on this portion, then automatically this is expansion of this particular pressure vessel is allowed in horizontal direction. Okay, so that is the plate type of saddle support, and here also we can observe. In case of high temperature cases, one is rigid and another is flexible, which is allowed to expand here. And then one more type of support, that is last type of support that we have to see here, it is skirt support. So tall vertical cylindrical pressure vessels are typically supported by skirts. So here we can observe the figure of the skirts. So likewise, suppose this is the pressure vessel, then this arrangement. So typically figure, if we observe here, we can see the figure. Suppose this is the total pressure vessel, then its bottom portion, this will be considered as a top skirt and this is considered to be bottom skirt. In practical application, we can observe here, so this portion is considered to be skirt type of support, and through that support, so likewise, if anybody wants to take outside any nozzle portion or any outlet from this pressure vessel, then that can be allowed in case of this skirt support. Okay, so here we can observe details of this tower skirts. So long radius elbows, these are provided here, and this bottom outlet is given, but skirt support is like this, these two vertical type of supports. Okay, so this is the foundation and these are the bolt holes. This particular ring, base ring is provided here, and on that base ring this stiffening rings are provided and bolt holes are provided through which this particular portion of the skirt type of support that is fixed. Okay, and here skirt access openings are also provided if it is required, any kind of openings, like is here it is one opening coming from the skirt support add. So likewise here we can observe this is skirt support. Likewise this opening comes outside from the skirt supports. Okay, so likewise this kind of support we are considering to be skirt support. So here we may observe this figure or pictorial view of the skirt supports. Wherever required, the openings we can get added from this type of support. So a support skirt is a cylindrical shell section that is welded either to the lower portion of the vessel shell or to the bottom head, which we have seen here for cylindrical vessels. And the skirt is normally long enough to provide enough flexibility so that a radial thermal expansion of the shell does not cause high thermal stresses at its junction with the skirt. Okay, so understand this point also. The skirt is normally long enough to provide enough flexibility so that radial thermal expansion of the shell does not cause high thermal stresses at its junction. Okay, so if this particular pressure vessel is working at high temperature, then this temperature will be transferred to this supports also, skirt supports also, and thermal stresses also produced in that portion. Then the thermal expansion of shell does not cause any high thermal stresses at the junction with the skirt. So here this is the junction. Okay, so this particular expansion of the pressure vessel or the shell of the pressure vessel does not cause any kind of high thermal stresses at its junction with the skirt. So for that purpose, the skirt is normally long enough to provide enough flexibility. Okay, so likewise this particular portion of the various types of supports which are present in case of pressure vessels. So understand these four types of supports: bracket or leg type of support, in case of vertical type of cylinder, and in case of horizontal type of support, that is pressure vessel, that is saddle support and skirt support. Thank you.